Bye, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Pages of My Diary. This is episode 3 of this season. This is season 2. Yes. Yes. So, welcome to yet another episode. I hope you loved and liked the previous video. If not, please check it out and interact with it and comment. Let me hear what you feel about it or what you viewed about the video. Yes. And also episode 1, go and watch and rewatch, and also share to as many people as possible so that they can be able to also get the message of what we were talking about. So before I start, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed. If the button is white, that means you've not subscribed. So this is your call to subscribe and like the video. I take this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you who has been supporting my content, all those that click to the link. Thank you so much, and may I continue showing up more for you and being consistent for you. Yes, so this video comes each and every Wednesday. So for your every Wednesday, please make sure that you are tuned in. Yes, so we get to today's topic, or what I would like us to talk about in this small episode that I call mini motivation episodes, that they're just videos or motivational talks and discussions and conversations that can help you go about your week and also go about your month. And today I want us to talk about playing the victim, always playing the victim. What does this mean? Sometimes in life, we are always inclining to the side of playing the victim of the situations that we find ourselves in. Okay, I give a scenario. Maybe you're in your workplace and you're working and doing all these things and doing what the tasks that are given to you, but then maybe someone points out something about what you've done or your work, and your reaction is ni kama wananionea, hawa ni kama wananionea, and all these things. So each and every time you tend to play the victim. That is playing the victim. Sometimes it is right. Sometimes, okay, it's not right to play the victim, but sometimes the feedback might be right. But for you as an individual, the moment you play a victim today and consecutively in so many occasions, you end up really feeling like the whole world is against you. And that is what I want to try to counter. I give an example with myself. Early in life, I went through bullying. Went through so much bullying in my primary life, in my secondary, high school life. So I have that trauma. I have carried with me that trauma of being bullied till now that I'm growing up to who I am today. So sometimes I might be in situations whereby something might happen and I play the victim of, maybe now these guys, they want to pull me down, they want to bully me because of this and this. Maybe that this is because of what happened in the past. So that makes me to play the victim in some situations. Yes, and I will tell you for a fact that whenever you constantly feel like the world is against you or you're the victim in each and every situation, it becomes hard for you to move the next step. It becomes hard for you to climb the next step of the ladder, because each and every time you'd like to go to the next step, but something else pulls you down, because you feel like something else pulls you down because the victim mentality or the victim mindset is in you, and it always feels like the world sasa wanataka kunionea. Yes, so that in a nutshell is what playing a victim or the victim is. And there are so many situations in life that might lead to us always thinking that we are victims in different situations. Maybe it is like, for me, maybe it's your childhood, or maybe it's your background. You see, there are some people who say, because in my family not so many people are educated, so that is why shiki haraka mambo. You're playing a victim with the fact that in your family not as many people are as educated as other families. There are other people who like playing the victim of, I grew up in the village, so that is why my thinking is confined to a particular situation or particular scope, because I grew in the village, mimi kama watu wa town that is playing a victim. Yes, there are those also who play a victim that maybe I grew up going to, maybe I went to a day school, maybe high school, which is not bad, but maybe you say, because I went to a day school, I don't really understand, or I cannot interact with the people, with the majority of the people that went to a boarding high school. So you play the victim. Maybe you say, maybe I come from a family or a humble background. So we weren't provided, yes, we lacked. Maybe you say we lacked in our family. Growing up, there are those essentials that we lacked. So anytime in a current situation, someone maybe asks you for something or asks you to do something, you feel incapacitated because you want to play the victim of the fact that you grew up from a humble background. So sometimes we play the victim even unknowingly. Sometimes we're in situations whereby we play the victim unknowingly. You don't know that you're inclining to that side, because actually playing the victim usually feels safer, because it it helps you not to welcome change into your life. Okay, maybe you come from a family whereby people don't really have a saving culture, or the economic part of it is not, they're not well conversant with that. So right now someone asks you to save for your future and for what you want to do in life, but you feel, since in my family people didn't used to do that, let me play the victim, let me incline with that and tell these guys, unajua saa sisi kwetu watu hawasave, so ndo maana ni ngumu sana kwangu. And trust me, the moment you carry this mindset with you each and every day, it will be completely difficult for you to accept change in your life. Okay, I go back to my example. Since I was bullied, if I keep on carrying the mindset that every time I will stand before people, they will bully me or they will pull me down, I will not be able to even stand in places whereby I'm mandated to. Maybe it is somewhere where I need to deliver a mentorship session. I won't be able to do it because in my mind, what will be going through my mind is, ama wao wanaona hata siongei vizuri, ama they feel like I don't look that good and all these things. So that will pull me down to becoming a very good mentor, or delivering a very good mentorship session, or delivering a very good session of something. Okay, so when we constantly carry this victim mentality, we reduce our chances of changing and becoming better in our lives. And one thing about whatever happened, maybe in your past or in your family, or whatever has been happening in your family, you need to be the person to break that cycle. Okay, but the moment you carry that victim mindset, that this is what has been done, this is what I need to do, because it, even if imekuwa ikifanyika, you will not be able to break that bond, and you will carry that with you even to your maybe generations, or even to your friends or the people that you're going to interact with. Yes. There are those aspects in life that maybe bring this victim mentality to us, or mindset to us, that might take time to change, because maybe it's something that is really engraved in you. I give an example, like maybe in your family, or where you come from, or you're growing up, you didn't really, your parents didn't really want you to interact with people. So amko mnaenda kutembelea marafiki or families and all that. So you're used to confining with yourself. You don't really interact with us people. You're introvert. You don't really interact. But now you get yourself to a place whereby you've grown up to a place whereby maybe work-wise you need to socialize. Maybe you're a marketer. You do marketing and sales, or maybe you're a HR. So you need to really interact with people because that's your work. So in this particular situation, you'll need to drop all that happened in your childhood and try to cultivate this social being in you, so that you can be able to interact with people and get to know what people want. If you're a sales and marketing, what product you would need to sell with the people, try to convince people. So you see, sometimes I think in most cases you really need to change or decide to change that has happened in your life, that is pulling you back, that is weighing you down, to not making you not accept or experience change in your life. Okay, so don't be that person who, in whatever situation, you want to crawl back to the comfort side, which is the playing the victim. Okay, don't be that person who carries with them constantly the the mindset of being a victim or victimizing ourselves in each and every situation. You can be proud of who you are. Like for me, I usually say I'm a proud currently I'm a proud I counter bullying. I'm proud because I was able to counter bullying to where I am currently, which is something we'll talk about in another video. So I proudly carry it with me, so that even when I stand before people, or when I stand here, or when I'm seated here talking to you, to so many people in front of this camera, I know that the fact that I was bullied does not define who I am currently, but it helps push me forward to ensure that I am the best that I can be. I am as confident as I can be. I have so much self-worth, and I experience so much self-esteem, such that instead of it pulling me down, it actually brings me up. It pushes me forward to become who I am, and to get into greater heights. So you see that which in your life feels like this is what defines you, or something that happened in your life feels like that is what defines who you are today. Do not let it weigh you down, or do not let it pull you down. Do not let it keep you from change. Do not let it make you not experience new things in life, but take that thing as a push forward to who you want to be and who you want to become, and to be an advocate of people, or to be a model of someone who has gone through that thing and has been able to emerge successful, so that anyone else who is going through such a similar situation can be able to look up unto you and get that motivation and get that inspiration to not let themselves play the victim. Yes. So I hope you've gotten something from that discussion. I hope from now henceforth you not play the victim. It feels so safe. It feels so nice to always play the victims, because sometimes even roles and delegations are taken away from you, because you're like, mi siwezangi kwa sababu sijui kuongea kizungu, ama mi siwezi kwa sababu nina shrub, ama mi siwezi deliver your speech because I have an accent. Don't play the victim. It's the high time, this 2026, that you do not let that, which is your weakness or your flaws or what happened in your life, define who you are. So that marks the end of our discussion today. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation. You've taken notes, mind notes, mental notes, to help you push forward with the year, the month, the week, the day, the hour. Yes, and please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and like and share. And until episode 4, always remember to stay true to yourself. Kwaheri.